What's up, it's Ben, and in this video, I am going to share something extremely powerful. This is what I call my high vibe morning. Okay, so this is something that I do every single morning to prime my mind before the day. No matter what I'm doing, it's you can call it a mindset routine, you can call it a law of attraction, you can call it whatever the hell you want. All I know is it makes me feel so good by the time I'm done that I'm able to go 10 times harder. And the other part of this is called lifestyle and business design. And I got a lot of this from this dude named Peter Kell, who is like a direct response guy. He's done crazy marketing campaigns. He writes VSLs and stuff like that. And he launched his own skincare brand to like 40 million a year. And cool guy. So hats off to Peter Kell. Shout out to him. I thought I'd share this with you because it's so badass that it really actually changed my life. So now, first things first, what you want to do is grab one of these, a pen and a piece of paper, or you open up Google Docs. And then the first thing you want to write are, what are the most amazing, the most blessed moments of your life? And write them all out. And just start thinking, whatever it is. Maybe it was traveling, maybe it was spending time with loved ones, maybe it was something really cool that happened, adventures, whatever it is, like business achievements. I write everything in this document, and just by thinking of these memories, I feel it in my spine right now. It starts giving me a bit of like the tingles. I was like, oh yeah, so good. Like being on top of the Burj Khalifa and like water skiing in like Colombia and all this crazy stuff, right? So the thing is, what we're doing first is we are remembering all the amazing experiences that happened throughout our life, and then we go to the most recent ones. What are the last 3 amazing experiences that you had that you were super pumped about? Okay, and we're essentially training our subconscious to start recognizing these amazing things that happen to us, and then we do what? Once we start expecting them, that's when we start noticing and they start happening more and more and more. So most people, just so you know, they're always focused on the negative and like, oh no, the world's falling apart. Like I've been in situations where I have no money, like $5 to my name, but I'm like, no, like freaking out just like everybody else. But once I start doing this, it's like the world can be burning down around you and you're just going to be laser focused on the things that you want, which is why it's so powerful. Okay, so last 3 amazing wins that happened to me most recently, right? Write these out. What were they? You gotta start training your mind to be more grateful and to recognizing your wins. And this activates what's called the winner effect. There's a book called The Winner Effect, which you can go check out. Or you can just open up ChatGPT and say, hey, summarize the winner effect. Essentially, our brains change when we are when we perceive ourselves to be winning. And they change dramatically. And then what are the next 3 amazing things that you're excited about? Write those down. Okay? That's it. That's like morning priming stuff. Now, this next piece is called lifestyle design. If we don't have a target that we're aiming for, like you can't hit a target that you can't see. So what we're going to do now is we're going to build out a lifestyle that would excite the hell out of you if you were to live this lifestyle. Okay? So in 3 to 5 years from now, let's say this is best case scenario. What's the best case scenario that could happen to you in 3 to 5 years? Now you probably want to you're going to want to pause this, write this out, and spend time doing this. Okay? I write down the type of home I'm living in, how much money I'm making, who I'm spending my time with, all the cool adventures I'm able to go on, all kinds of things like that. What do I want my family to be like? How much money would you have in your bank? That's the first question after that, right? If you could just wave a magic wand and create the most amazing life ever for this chapter of your life, like what would that chapter look like? Okay? What experiences would you want to have? Where would you want to go? What experiences would you want to have with your family? And then what things would you love to have? Are you a watch guy? Do you like cars? Do you like houses? Do you like trips? Do you like, I don't know, anime characters? His blow-up dolls, I don't know, whatever you're into, you know? What things would you love to have? Where would you like to go on vacation? How would you contribute to others? How would you contribute to your family? Would you buy your mom's house off of her and kick her out because she drove you nuts for 20 years? That's a joke. Would you, send your kid to like a cool sports camp? I don't know, whatever you're into, right? Would you pay off your dad's mortgage? Would you like retire your brother? Now, this is a big one. What kind of person would you have to become in order to create this magnificent life? Passionate, enthusiastic, focused, disciplined, action-taking, no fear, anything like that, confident, powerful, honest, convicted, integrity, full of integrity. Anyway, that kind of stuff. What kind of person do you have to be to create that type of life? And in general, what type of person creates this life? If you were to look at the people that already are living this lifestyle, what character traits do they have? What do they do? What kind of business do they do? How do they do it? Right? We got to find people to model. Now, this is kind of moving into the business design piece now. Okay, so if you were to think of the very best day in your business career over the next, let's say, 5 years, what would have to happen for this to be like the highlight reel of your career? Right? How did that day make you feel? What are other people saying about you? How are your friends looking at you now? Are they like, holy shit, you're the man? Like, oh, how did you do all this? This is crazy. And when you share advice and wisdom with people, how is that landing with them after this amazing day? Now that you've achieved this greater life, like how is it resonating with other people? What is your family saying about you now that you were able to do this? And how is being a role model now that you're a role model, essentially, how is that helping to inspire people around you? Okay? Now, business stuff. How much money would you want your business to be making every single month? Best case scenario in the next 3 to 5 years. And don't say 10K per month. You got to think a bit bigger. What would your operations look like? Would they be easy or stressful? Would it be easy or consistent? What do your customers say about you? What testimonials or reviews do you receive every single day? What does your team say about your business? How do they feel being a part of your company? What kind of purpose and passion is this filling you up with every single day? How much do you spend per day on advertising? What kind of ROI would your campaigns be doing easily and effortlessly, consistently? What about your team? Who would be on your team? Do you have a media buying team? Do you have a sales team? Do you have a customer support team? Do you have operations? What kind of team do you have? Is it just you? I don't know. And where are you at compared to your competitors 3 to 5 years from now? Where are you at compared to your own potential? And would you say that you're in a highlight reel of your life right now? Again, we're going fast forwarding 5 years. Are you in one of those best case scenarios of your entire life? And if you are, what kind of gratitude is overflowing from you every single day? You get to wake up, thank you, God, for giving me this most beautiful life that I have right now. This is amazing. I couldn't dream of anything as cool as this. And how vibrantly alive do you feel now in this moment that you've achieved this amazing life that you've created? And here's the big question. How old would you be in the next 3 to 5 years? Right? What age for you is this going to happen by? So I'm 36 right now. It's October 31st, 2024. I'm going to be somewhere between 39 to 41. Okay? And here's the thing. God willing, you're going to hit this age no matter what. So what kind of pain would you experience if you hit this age, but this vision never became a reality? How would it feel to have this never happen to you? Right? How would it feel to look at your friends and you're trying to tell them to go out and achieve their dreams, but you never had it happen to you? What would that say about you? Right? What would your friends and family say about you when you're trying to inspire them to achieve their dreams, but you just never did it yourself? How much would your advice be worth to people, when you never achieved anything great yourself? What kind of person drops the ball at the finish line? What kind of person has all these dreams and never achieves them in reality? A loser, this is a question. Is that okay with you? Is this okay in general? Are you okay with the idea of never achieving the vision that you just mapped out in your entire life? Would you be able to live with yourself if this dream life never happened? So here's the thing. How much time do you have left until this next chapter of your life is gone forever and you're never going to be able to get it back? How much time? And on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being impossible, 10 being it's completely inevitable, how likely are you to actually go out and achieve this dream life that you just wrote down? How likely are you? Now, if you went and said anything less than a 15, you have work to do. You should be like, I'm going to do this no matter what. It should fire you up. It should piss you off, the thought of not doing it. And when it comes to motivation, think of your mind like a scale, right? Positive and negative. This is how all of our beliefs work. Right now, you're probably in your comfort zone, right? You might not be making the type of money that you want, but you're making the type of money that you've been comfortable with. I know this is true for me. I'm like, yeah, like if I make this much money, I'm fine. I'm not balling out, but I'm like, whatever. And that's no longer acceptable. So what you got to do is like right here, it's like, it's kind of okay that it's like, it could be better, but it's like kind of okay that you're not really where you want to be financially. You have to stack that so it's no longer okay at all. And this is what I did when I quit drinking. I realized that the reason why I drank was because the scale was mostly tipped towards like the good side for drinking. Like with drinking, it's fun. I go out and meet chicks and have fun, let off steam, and it's like way to like celebrate and reward myself. And the only downsides were like, well, I guess it's like unhealthy and it costs a bit of money and you get a hangover, big deal. What I did basically is I just said, okay, well, let's just stack all the reasons on the negative side why it's bad. I waste time. It makes me lose sales because I don't have as much clarity going onto my calls. It's massively unhealthy. It leads to cancer. It's a waste of money. It makes me fat. There's literally nothing good about it. Like I'm up all night just being an idiot, right? Like once you hit your 30s, when does the party stop, right? I just stacked all these reasons why, and suddenly the only good reasons, the old good reasons that I had were no longer there. It's like, well, what am I really like celebrating here if I'm just still being a loser, still not going anywhere in my life? And that was enough to make me make the decision to just never drink again. Never. Okay, so that's what you have to do when it comes to making money, when it comes to getting yourself into a state of perpetual motion, perpetual positive momentum. That's what you got to do. All right, so hopefully you got something out of this video. Make sure you actually did the exercise, and we'll see you in 3 to 5 years. You come back here and let me know if you did it. All right, counting on you. Make sure you subscribe. I'm working up to 100 videos. This will be my 60th video, so see you at 100.